Hello. Nice. Once again, welcome. I hope that you all have studied the previous two session on structures. Okay. Because today's lecture is going to be nested structure. In order to understand nested structure, first you should know the structures. Okay. If you have not watched that lecture, please watch the lecture on nest structures. Okay. Today we'll study nested structure in C and how to create the nested structure and access it, and we will also study how to create an array of nested structures. Okay, array of what? Nested structures. That's what we are going to study today's class. If you remember, we created a structure like this. Okay, and then inside this, we wrote a roll number and we wrote a name. These are the members we talked about it. Okay, and I have a average. So if we want to initialize it at the line of declaration, we set like this. If you want to create here, we create a structure student x is equal to, we wrote what? Roll number. Okay, 101. We followed the order. Roll number, name, and the average marks. Now, if you want to access it, how did you access it? We said printf. I can say here in this case, we want to access a roll. Roll is an integer, therefore we put percentage %d slash t percentage s slash t percentage lf. I put here right now x dot roll, x dot name, and x dot what? Average. The s is capital, so I'm going to run the code. I got the answer, right? Now, I want every student needs to have a date of birth. A date of birth has three information. What are three information? It has a day, month, and what the year. What I can do here in this case is I can create the three variables here. I can say in an integer dd, yy. Now the challenge is what is going to come. Let's say in this case is I want to sort according to the date of birth. Date of birth, not day of birth, date of birth. In this case, what I need to do here, I need to make three comparisons. We have a complex situation for me, right? Therefore, what I'm going to do, I am going to create another structure. I'm going to put in structure date, and I'm putting inside. So now what I'm going to do here in this case is I am going to create a variable of type structure student date inside. How do I create? I put structure date DOB. Now DOB is a structure, okay? Structure variable where x is a variable of type student. Inside this, we have a roll number, we have a name, we have an average, and the next is a date of birth. Date of birth is another structure variable. It's another collection. Whenever you want to initialize a collection, you will put a curly brace. What I should put? What date of birth? I put here in this case 10/1. I put here 1994. Got it? Wherever you see the order, you need to follow the order. The first is a roll, second is a name, third is what the average, and the fourth is a date of birth. Now, how I want to access it? If you want to print it, how you can print it right now? You can't print the data, but the structure cannot be printed directly. Only its members can be printed. It has the data, but has three members. Okay. Therefore, I'm going to put percentage D hyphen percentage D. Now, what I wanted right now in the first percentage, I need to print what? The day. I need to print the day, right? How to print it? X is my structure variable. X has a member called DOB inside. Therefore, what I'm going to say x dot DOB. The DOB has date of birth is a DOB is a variable is of type date. It has a first member is DD. Therefore, I'm going to say here dot DD. How I'll write the next one? X dot DOB dot YY. X dot DOB dot what? Sorry, third is YY. Then here it is what? And here I need to complete MN. Got it? So you have to access a member of the date via what? The variable of type what? No, sir, I want to create another variable which I want to scan it only. Okay. If you want to scan it, what I should do? I want to scan right now. In this case, if you want to scan, I can put another variable here right now. Structure student y. I want to put scanf. Okay, so I'm going to put the same thing. Y percentage D. No, you remember, you don't have any no format specifier, nothing can be there inside. So no special character, anything can be there inside. Okay. Now x is a x. No, I need y. Y is what I should write. What in this case? And y dot role. And y dot name. You don't and y dot name. Why? Because name is a string. And y dot average. And y dot date of birth. And y dot dob dot mm. Right? You want to print it, the same procedure you follow. I'm copying the same thing. I'm going to put it right now. Here I put a slash in for you so that you get it. Command V. I'm going to say here right now here Y. Okay, so what I need to do here, I'm going to say here scan of expected token. I think I did not put somewhere. Oh, here I put a dot here. So enter that. I have to enter the second one. It's waiting for the second one to come. I'm going to put in 102 XYZ. Okay, and average is 90. And the row date of birth is what you can't enter the date of birth with the hyphen. Okay, hyphen. I want to put in this case 11, 12, 1996. I put like this. Okay, I got this. Yeah. Now, sir, for x and y, I want to swap. I want to interchange their average. For x and y, I want to interchange the average. Okay. If you want to interchange the average, average is an integer, right? Therefore, you need a temporary variable t. What to write? X dot average. Then what I should write here? In x dot average, I should store what? Y dot average. In y dot average, I want to store what? T. After this, I want to print it out. Let's see what is happening here in this case. I want to print it out here in this case. I put a slash in for you. Okay, let's put one more slash in. And this also I'm going to put the y. So it should have changed one. I should get it. Correct? No? I should get the change. The average should have been interchanged for both of them. Done. So I'm going to enter here 102 and it's XYZ and 89. I put it in this case 1, 12, 1996. See here, the first one's average is 75, 89, now 89 and this. Now, I want to swap right now the date of birth for both of them. Here is the structure, inner structure would help you. If I were to put a DDMMYY here, what would happen here? I need to make 3 swappings. But here I can make a single swapping. But my temporary should be of type what structure? Structure date D is equal to, what I should write there? What is the name of the structure variable is what? X dot DOB. In X dot DOB, I want to store what? Y dot DOB. In Y dot DOB, I want to store the D. Done, sir. I want to print it out. Done. Command C. Command B. I want to print out. Yes, see what's happening here. Okay, I put 102 XYZ 90 12 1 1994. I put it like this. See, a DOB is changed. Here DOB is for X is DOB is 10.1. Here is what for Y is DOB. Got it, guys? The whole date of birth is changed. For the purpose of nested structure is a collection of data can be manipulated together. Can be manipulated what? Together it can be manipulated. Okay, keep in mind that. Okay. Now let's go in these cases. Yeah, it is a way you learn how to access it. Remember, if you want to access the DD, how to access what? Via what in these cases? If you want to access the data of birth 1994, if you want to access, first is you need to get the X. X has a DOB. DOB has what? DD. Therefore, I wrote an X dot DOB dot DD. Okay, remember that. Now let's go to the next one. I want to create an array of structures, array of nested structures, not a single. I want to create an array of nested structures. Okay. If you want to create an array of nested structures, same it is. Same procedure you need to follow. What is the procedure I need to follow here? I need to put an put in this case an array. I put 5. So now it just become an array, right? If it become an array, what do you have to do? First, you need to put an curly brace for an array. Curly brace for the array. Done. In this array, there are variables. What are the variables are there? 5 variables are there. Every variable has 6 information. Therefore, what we will do? This is for the first one. Comma. The second one, what I needed? The same order I need to follow, right? What is the same order is what? I put 102 and XYZ, right? And I put here 80. And date of birth, again, date of birth is a collection. Therefore, I put here in this case 1, 11, 12, 1995. This next. And I put here 103. Okay. Now PQR. Right, comma, name. Okay, order the follow. And 85 and 12, 1994. 97 just a second. Okay, so let's say I put stop at 3. I put 3, but 5 is a size. I want to print it out. Okay, let's have it. Okay, let's not become so lazy. So I put 2 more, I copy pasted. This is 4. This is 5. PQR. RST. RST. 87. 89. 1, 12, 94. And I put it right now. Let's say 98. Okay, just put some value. I want to print this. So the question now I need to what? Access them or print them. Okay, if you want to print them, array. How to access all the members of an array? You need a for loop. Simple. For. What I should write? I is equal to 0. I is less than what? 5. I plus plus. Now, what is the name of the first variable? Name of the first variable is not x. The name of the first variable is x of 0. That means what, how I should refer? X of I dot roll. X of I dot name. X of I dot average. X of I dot. Okay, na? X of I is a variable which has a variable inside what? DOB, remember. And I put X of I. And here also put X of I. Okay, done. I am going to this for the sake of it. I'm going to comment them. Okay, comment it. And I put a comment here. Not required, but okay, so now I'm going to run this code. 103. What happened? 103. Here one brace is missing. See, I had to close every variable. I missed one brace. Sorry. Okay, because that's the first brace is the this brace is for the date of birth, and that you need to close a variable. Remember. Okay, done. I'm done the code. Integerize needed. Sorry, integerize. Yes, I got this. Now I wanted to swap the date of birth of the third and the fourth. Okay, if you want to access the date of birth or swap the date of birth of third and fourth, simple thing. What you should do? Tell me. If you want to swap the date of birth of third and fourth, what it? Third, how to write third? X of 2 dot DOB is equal to Y of 3 dot DOB. Y of 3 dot DOB is equal to D. Correct? I want to copy this for loop. Let's see. Okay, put it right now. Right, just for the clarification, we'll make a printer. I'll put slash n two slashes. We get a gap of it. Ah, sorry, y of I'm very sorry, I'm not supposed to x of the array name is x. Sorry, x. I put x. I put it right now. Yeah, see, this is the third. Who's the third here? PQR. PQR date of birth is 12/12, and this is 8/1. Now it's became what? 8/1 and 12. Right? Okay, now I want to swap only the average. Okay, if you want to swap only the average, okay, simple thing, boss. You don't need to worry. What I should do, tell me. I can do it right now. Simply, I can put right now here x of what I should write? Let's say first and second will swap. 0 dot average will be swapped with x of 0 dot average will be swapped with what? X of 1 dot average, and x of 1 dot average would be the right. Swapped it. Okay, x of 0 dot average is 75 here, 80 here, 80 and 70. Okay, now you know how to access the members, right? No sir, no sir, I wanted to access right now. I wanted to swap only the day of the day, birthday of the first, sorry, is the first and the second. Kana? First and the second day, only the day of birth I want to change. Oh, simple thing. If you want to change the day of birth, what I need to do? What I should do here in this case, I need day of birth. Day of birth is what? An integer, right? For integer, dd is equal to the variable, okay, local variable. Is an integer x dot x of 0 dot dob will give me the whole structure dot what dd x of 0 dot dd is equal to just for you to understand, okay, I don't want to be confused. X of 0 dot dob dot dd is equal to x of 1 dot dob dot what dd. X of 1 dot dob dot dd is equal to what I should write. I want to print this out first. Done. I'm going to run the code. Oh, here structure variable name is also d I kept. Okay, temporary date. Put it right now like this. Date. See, first day was 10/11, and my output here what? Here is what? 11/10. Okay, just again I put 2/n for you to understand. I put it for you. Correct. 11. Here it is what? In this 10. Remember that. Okay. Yeah, guys. I hope you understand this. Okay. So if you want to scan, the same procedure. What I need to put, remember that for roll I need to put an and. For name I don't need to put an and. For average I need to put an and for the integer you need to put integer, double you need to put an and, string I don't need to put an and sign. Okay guys, yeah. I hope you understand.